Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We're looking back on our Thursday evening league, the Pacific Rim Championship. We're here for round 5 at the BB Raceway. What is Pacific Rim Championship? The Pacific Rim Championship, the drivers will take to Group 3 cars made in either the USA or Japan and race them for 10 rounds in their homelands or in their opponent's backyard, with a randomly drawn double point neutral location final round. The format will be two 40-minute endurance races with almost free tyre compound choice, so strategies will be key. The only caveat is they're only allowed to use racing super softs for one stint over the 2 races, and points will only be gained from the second race. So you have to picture it like one race with a pace car in the middle, and as we're at an oval, that would be perfect. Now, let me see. I've gone to the team brief now. So that says round 4. It's not round 4. It's definitely round 5. Easy. Hang on. I'll check that. Yeah, round 5. So Skyjacker making a boo-boo in the driver's brief, saying it's round 4. Racer Brown's in the chat. Good morning. So good morning and welcome to. No, he said round 5, so it's that top bit he got wrong. The starting grid for this round will be reversed from 12th. Oh yeah, they form up on the grid in championship order, and then a random number is drawn and they reverse from that number. So from 12th, and will look like this. Catula on pole. It says Shadow Rider second, but that looks like Rivixter. So Rivixter in second. Noxie in third. So I'm not going to look at the list that's on the brief because it looks weird. So Catula on pole, Rivixter in second spot in his Subaru. In third, you have Noxie in his Mazda 0. Skyjacker in the Corvette. Homesick Alien. Let's have a look. That's the best you're going to get. Homesick Alien in 5th in the Mustang. In 6th, you can just about see Alphanut over there. Oh, God. Alphanut on 6th spot on the grid. In 7th, we have Gazman in his Subaru. In 8th, we have Racer Brown in his Mitsubishi. 10th, we have a new addition, G. Richards. And I'm not going to get a good view of him, so we'll see him going around. It looks like a Mustang for G. Richards. And in 11th, we have a Dutch in his Ford GT. I really should have practiced the grid to see what the camera angles were like. Went into that blind. Well done, thingamajig. So that's your grid. I'll just tell you the table and then we'll crack on. Like I said, 2 40-minute races. They're only allowed to use the Super Soft compound one stint. We're at the BB Raceway for round 5 of the Pacific Rim Championship. And BB Raceway is 1 mile long and it's got 4 turns. The championship then, go on, we'll get this and then we'll crack on with some racing, because this has been a bit of a disaster. I don't know why. I felt prepared before I pressed record, and then I pressed record and then I wasn't prepared. So Racer Brown, oh, hang on, shit, no, I can't read you that table, and I swore. I'll see if I took a screenshot of an earlier table, because that table is with the BB Raceway on it. So give me 2 ticks. Oh, this has gone really downhill, hasn't it? I'm so sorry. And I don't know if I took a screenshot of the last. Yes, I did. Screw you. I've got it. I'm back on track. Wait for it. So after 4 rounds at Autopolis, Coyote Driving Park, Suzuka and Fuji, the table looks. On the top is Boosted Alpha on 68 points. In second place is Racer Brown on 61 points. In third place, Gazman was in third place is 57 points. Fourth place Alpha Nut on 53 points. Fifth place Homesick Alien on 47 points. Sixth place Skyjacker on 40 points. Seventh place is Dutch on 29 points. Eighth place is Noxie in 27 points. Ninth place is Jokers on 26 points. Rivixter is 10th on 23 points. Shadow Rider 11th on 21 points. Cthulhu 12th on 20.5 points. Bunny is in 13th on 20 points. And Nude Leicester 14th on 4 points. But I think Nude Leicester only did one round. And I believe in between last round and this round, Boosted Alpha decided to leave the championship and the VRC. He's was not happy with the stewarding rules. I don't know. I don't get involved with these things. So anyway, let's crack on with Cthulhu sat on pole around this oval, if you want to call it that. Broad beam. So checking it out now, seeing Cthulhu revving his engines, standing start for 40 minutes race here, and there they go. Cthulhu pulling away, great move. Noxie moving straight up into second place. Skyjacker on the Corvette. Alpha Nut up into fourth. Homesick Alien fifth. Legion, I didn't see him on the grid when I did my grid walk, sorry. Legion in a Corvette, a new addition also. Welcome Legion. Gasman in 7th. Rivixter in 8th. Richards in 9th. Racer Brown down to 10th. I don't think that Mitsubishi starts very well. We see him drop quite often off of the grid. So Cthulhu pulling out. Lovely little healthy lead there on Skyjacker in the Vet. He's followed closely by the Mazda of Noxie, and Alpha Nut still in 4th place with Homesick Alien in the Stang just behind the NSX. But he's got Legion in the Corvette. Hunts him down. Legion, I thought Legion was going to go and make a move there. He's on the outside of the Alien. The Alien though holding ground in 5th place. Gasman trying to get up the inside of the Corvette. It's too wide. The wall was there. It did look like Gasman only just, maybe just, marginal left enough room there for Legion. So Cthulhu still leading from the Vet. The Vet now moving up ahead of Noxie. Skyjacker up into 2nd place. Noxie dropping down to 3rd with a 26.1 his last time around and a 25.8 from Skyjacker. Cthulhu doing a 25.9. So should be enough to stay ahead of the Corvette. Alpha still in 4th, but Legion now moving ahead of Gasman. G. Richards, we've lost the Homesick Alien. Looks like he's had a tripe with the wall. I'm trying not to. It's a replay. There's going to be shuffling. I mean, it's an oval. There's going to be places moving all over the place. Positions changing all over the place. I can't do replays. We'll be here forever. So Dutch is ahead of Rivixter. Looks like Rivixter has met the wall a little bit. He's on the racing softs, remember. They're only allowed to use those super softs once. Cthulhu still leading. He's on the racing softs with Skyjacker just tapping the wall there, I notice. Just a little bit, putting him off the line. He's also on the racing softs, but wow, he's pulled out a lead on Noxie. Noxie leading the pack in 3rd on those racing softs. Alpha Nut, he's got Legion now, trying to get past him. Legion already getting past Homesick Alien and Gasman, and now tracking Alpha Nut, but Gasman just slipping it up the inside of Legion there. This is some great stuff. Just behind them we've got G. Richards, one of the other new lads just joining in. Fantastic stuff here in the pack, running around in the oval here at BB Raceway. He's gone for a late break into the first corner. He's had a knock with Gasman. It's a bit bumpy, but Gasman looks like he has taken that 5th place. So down the order, Cthulhu still leading from Skyjacker. These two have got a country mile on 3rd place. Now Alpha Nut ahead of Legion. Noxie's dropping down into 6th place. We saw G. Richards also having a bit of a coming together with Gasman. He's dropped down just in front of the Mustang. So we've got 2 Mustangs with each other there. Racer Brown slowly coming up through the field. That Mitsubishi slow to start, but in Racer Brown's hands it is soon to get going. There is Dutch in 10th, still ahead of Rivixter. Rivixter slipping behind a little bit more there. He's managing 27s at the moment. And Katoula is doing 26, early 26s. Skyjacker 25.7, fastest man on track. And the American, we haven't seen much from these American beasts so far in this championship. We've had it all the Japanese way. So it's great to see the American marquees coming through. There it is, Legion all on Alphanut. He's going for that inside line, leaving plenty of space. Beautiful manoeuvre, great stuff there. Oh, they're still side by side going around. Alphanut's going back up into third. It's not over yet. Alphanut holding the line above Legion. These guys have pulled away somewhat from the rest of the fields. Sitting on board Legion just behind Alphanut. Now on board with Alphanut. That was wrong, it's that. And now we can see Gazman joining the party here for the fight for third place. Legion trying to find a way past. We're on lap 12 already, but the laps don't matter. It's 40 minutes. And there we can see, oh, Legion trying to get up the inside of Alphanut, but not quite making it stick. Now Gazman having a run on Legion. Looking back from Alphanut's car, and there is Gazman. He's looking like, oh no. Legion off the track in that corner, but I think him and Gazman had a little bump. And now Alphanut managing to pull away from these two, and oh, I think Legion redressed maybe because he went a little bit off the track, but now Gazman bumping into the wall. A very rare mistake there from Gazman, and that helped G. Richards up into 5th place. Richards up to 5th place. Some great racing going on down the field there. So Katoula leading the way. There's a yellow flag, someone's having an off, and there he is. It's Dutch having a small spin. Skyjacker really closing down on Katoula's Mitsubishi now. So Skyjacker in the Corvette closing down on Katoula. Alphanut. Oh, now it looks like Alphanut's off the road. Legion's getting through. He's gone up to third. Oh no, was that a pit stop from Alphanut? Yes. First of our pit stops then. We've got, oh my god, Gazman, Richards and Alphanut all coming in. They're fuel hungry, look at that. We're only 6.5 minutes of racing and the fuel is depleted already in those cars. What are the other guys like? Katoula, no fuel, he's coming to the pit. Skyjacker managing to stay out there. Skyjacker has saved fuel well and he's very fast. He's looking very strong here today after 15 laps of racing. Legion up in second in the other Corvette. Now that's so strange because at the last track I said these Corvettes look very thirsty, but in this race it's the opposite. Racer Brown, no, not Racer Brown, that's Racer Brown in third spot, moving up into third spot. Great stuff from Racer Brown. Remember, some people have pitted. He's on the racing soft tyres. He's got like a quarter of a tank of fuel. So Racer Brown, he's doing a lot of fuel saving. Homesick Alien also, I think there is fuel saving going on out there. I think this does look like it, with quarter of a tank of fuel. Homesick Alien out there in 4th place. Now we can see, oh, Rivixter. Was he one of the pit stoppers? No, but he's done some great fuel saving. He's on half a tank of fuel. He's in 5th place now after the pit stop. Someone else is in the pits. It could be Alphanut. I think it is Alphanut. Katoula then after his pit stop in 5th place. Racer Brown is coming to the pits also. I can't find Alphanut coming out in 9th place ahead of G. Ritchie's. So these guys, I don't think any fuel saving going on whatsoever. Racer Brown then, he's still got a bit of fuel. He doesn't have to fuel up as much as these guys. Skyjacker, he needed the fuel, so does Legion. So, no, Homesick Alien, he might get another lap or two out of this car. Rivixter up into 4th. He can keep on going. This is great tactics from Rivixter. This is fantastic stuff. Can Skyjacker and no, Rivixter going past. So's Katoula back up ahead of Skyjacker. Gazman then, one of the earlier pit stops, looking like he's coming back ahead of those. So is fuel saving worth it? Because these guys who did the quick dashes, they're moving ahead of those that fuel saved. There's Alphanut ahead of Racer Brown. These two just pitting and Racer Brown getting himself ahead. Legion there in 6th, Racer Brown in 7th, Alpha Nut in 8th, G Richies is in 9th place with Noxie in 10th and Dutch in 11th place. Dutch's last lap at 26.3. It's getting on pace now with the leaders. Homesick Alien just coming to the pits. I wonder why he disappeared then. I thought he disconnected. Cthulhu leading the race, but he's had a little tap with the barrier. Rivixter still not pitting. Still got a quarter of a tank of fuel. This is looking great for Rivixter. Come on, son. Crack on. So, Cthulhu, he's got 3/4 of a tank of fuel. He's gone for the super soft tyre in this stint with not even 10 minutes into this 40-minute race. Rivixter not pitting yet. Last of them, the pit stoppers. He's carried on out there. He's fuel saved. Lovely. He's been doing 27s. He got it into the 26s. Back into the 27s now. I think he's looking for toes and just short shifting maybe. I don't know. There's Gazman. He's catching up though. He did a 26.6 his last time around. Rivixter at 27.2. So Gazman, but he's down to quarter of a tank of fuel, about similar fuel. No, Rivixter's fuel is starting to drop now, but Gazman's only down to quarter of a tank of fuel. Skyjacker 3/4 of a tank of fuel. He's only some 4 car lengths behind Gazman. There goes Gazman past Rivixter. Rivixter's got the inside line, the 2 Subarus. Not affecting each other too much, but Skyjacker is catching up Rivixter. We see Rivixter tapping the barrier there. His fuel is flashing. Next time around, we see him entering the pits here. There he goes. Rivixter goes in to top up. Cthulhu then back in the lead of this Pacific Rim Championship of round 5, race 1. And Cthulhu doing a fine job. Gazman, after the pit stops, moving himself ahead of Skyjacker, but he short fueled it, and he will have to come in a lot sooner than Skyjacker. Skyjacker and Legion saving fuel, going longer. It looks like Legion didn't even change his tyres in his last pit stop. Found them already to be nice and grippy. There's Racer Brown though, catching up the Corvette, the Mitsubishi. On the super soft tyres, Legion on the used softs, hitting the barrier a little bit. And Racer Brown moving himself up into 4th place, but on a totally different strategy to those around him. Gazman back into the pits on his short dashers. Will it work for him? Cthulhu staying out there, still some fuel left on board. I think now they know. Those early pit stoppers know that these guys are trying to make their fuel last, and maybe they've adjusted their strategies also. G Riches up to 5th place in his Logitech Mustang. First time racing with us. Welcome, my friend. Looking good out there. Keep it up, dude. Alpha Nut in 6th in his Honda NSX. Losing out the most in the pit stops for some reason. He was up there in 3rd place, fighting it out. Noxie in 7th. The Mazda, he's doing 26s. He's on the soft tyres, but I don't know, he's just not keeping up with the pack. He's ahead of Homesick Alien, who we saw going the longest. He's doing some major fuel saving out there, very strategic. He's already ahead of Gazman. We've seen had to do another jump in the pits and fuel up. Rivixter went the longest. Ooh, he's coming out of a barrier now as he's getting laps. This is tough. It's tough. As soon as you see the blue flags, there's not much you can do. And there goes Dutch. While Rivixter was getting out the blue flags, Dutch slips by. Rivixter now ghosted. That's it. So Cthulhu still leading the way. G Riches has come into the pits. Barely any fuel left on that car. Cthulhu still going around on his super softs. He's less than a quarter of a tank of fuel. We are nearly 13 minutes into this 40-minute race. Skyjacker in 2nd spot, hunting down Cthulhu as he has done for the whole race so far. Then we have Legion in 3rd place. He raced Brown, we saw getting past him, but somehow Legion has come back and has got ahead of the, well, I guess after this round he'll be the championship leader as there's no boosted alpha. The Mitsubishi driver down in a 4th spot, chasing down the Corvette. The American cars showing a little bit more this round. The last one in Japan, I think, before we start going over to the American tracks. In fifth then, Alpha Knots. Noxie has come into the pits. Gazman, he's moved ahead of Homesick Alien somehow, has he not? He has. 26.4. Oh yeah, because he's not fuel saving. Homesick Alien is a fuel saving. He's still in the 26s though. Catula has come into the pit. Skyjacker taking over the lead, just over a quarter of a tank of fuel. Art Legion also following him. Similar fuel loads, but the tyres are wary. 26.2 the last time round for Legion. Skyjacker at 26.1, so their pace is absolutely bob on to each other. Gazman moving back up into that third place. There is yellow flags. Do we have a spinner anywhere? I can't see. The yellow flags have gone. There is Dutch up into ninth now. Noxie, Rivixter. Oh, Rivixter is pulled off the track. Rivixter issues in that Subaru. And Skyjacker still leading from Legion, but Legion, no, Skyjacker is quite a way ahead of Legion, sorry. I thought they were closer than that. Gazman in third, he's some way back as well. It splits a little bit now. Homesick Alien not far behind Legion, ready to take the lead. Will this strategy work for him? It'll definitely put him high up in the order. After all the pit stops are said and done. Catula in fifth after his last pit stop. He did on lap 31. He's fueled up with the softs on. He's got his super softs out of the way now. Not that it's compulsory, but he has used them. Now we can see G Riches. He's just been lapped by Skyjacker, it looks. There's another, oh, that'll be Rivixter still. The yellow flags we're seeing. Racer Brown in seventh place. Must have just pitted, yes he has. Alphanot also pitted, come out of the pits, done his fastest, 26.0. So Alphanot on a push. Noxie then, we saw he pitted earlier, he's down into ninth. And Dutch in 10th, and Rivixter has got a dead car. Skyjacker, the thing is, all the time Rivixter's pulled onto the track. Is, well, we don't have penalties on, so I don't suppose it would matter if they overtook each other. Skyjacker then, he's coming to the pits. Will Legion come in with him? No, Legion deciding to go for another lap in that car. Gazman, oh, his fuel's flashing already. He should have come in, but he's going, will he? Legion, he's gone past the pits. Gazman looks like he's going to have to come in. He's not, he's carried on. He has carried on. Barely any fuel left in that car. Homesick Alien, still quarter of a tank of fuel. Catula there, sitting pretty, 3/4 of a tank of fuel. G Riches, half a tank of fuel, sitting in a nice fifth place. He has got Racer Brown though, closing down on him. So the view from Racer Brown's car, and I believe he's got an Alpha not too far behind. Gazman into the pits as we thought, same with Legion, they're all still in the pits. There goes Racer Brown up into fifth place. Homesick Alien back into the lead of this race with Catula in second, Skyjacker third. G Riches is up to fourth with Racer Brown in fifth, and oh, that's not Alpha Not, sorry, that is Dutch. And that looks like Legion just coming out of the pits in sixth place behind Racer Brown. And there we see G Riches making a big mistake in the front of us, and Racer Brown moving on up into fourth spot. G Riches there, and he's got Dutch. I think Dutch a lap down though. It's Legion that is behind G Riches. G Riches looking like he's got some sort of grip problem there, and now he's involved with Dutch. Dutch coming past, and Legion. So Legion moving up into fifth place. This is fantastic racing here at BB Raceway. Homesick Alien, the fuel has started flashing now. Will he come in at the end of this lap 40? 18 minutes into this race. Cthulhu set to retake the lead of the race when Homesick comes in. Is that Skyjacker? Skyjacker a lot closer to Cthulhu this time around at 25.7 from Skyjacker, lap 38. Cthulhu in the early 26s. But Skyjacker definitely closing in on Catula. It does not help Catula's cause. Rubbing up to the barriers. There is Homesick Alien. Fuel flashing. We expect him to drop into the pits this lap. There he goes. And Catula set to retake the lead of this race. Skyjacker very, very close behind. Skyjacker set to try and get in front of the Mitsubishi. But now they have a G Richards in between them. G Richards trying to race his own race. The G-Man. There is Racer Brown up into third spot. Half a tank of fuel. Starting to get a strategy working. Alpha Nut now up into fourth, just ahead of Legion. But Legion there, 3/4 of a tank of fuel. Alpha Nut, half a tank of fuel, just under. Not bad. So Alpha Nut maintaining that position ahead of Legion right now. Sat on board with Legion as we hunt down the back of the Honda. The Honda going to the inside to protect his line. Legion trying to make it around the outside the longer way. It's not going to work, and all this hustle and tussle gives the GT, the Ford GT, an opportunity to get involved. And there you go, Alpha Nut. Oh, I don't know what happened to Alpha Nut there, mistake or not, if he got mixed up with Dutch, but he really lost out to Legion in fourth position. So Catula leading the way ahead of Skyjacker, with a Racer Brown in a podium position right now. Let's have a look at their fuel levels. 1/4 of a tank for the Mitsubishi, half a tank for the Corvette. Racer Brown 1/4 of a tank. Legion just over half a tank in the Corvette. The Honda just 1/4 of a tank. I said half a tank for Legion. 1/4 of a tank for Alpha Nut. Gasman. Ooh, Gasman now just under half a tank. Noxie, ooh, he's going to need a pit stop soon. He's below 1/4. Homesick Alien coming in, topping up for his long runs, saving fuel. G Richards, we saw he had issues earlier, and now he's down into 9th spot with 3/4 of a tank of fuel. He's going for his super soft run now, so he's going to be nippy. He's done a 25.8. I think that might have been his out lap though. Dutch in 10th, Ghosted, and Rivixter Subaru's broken down. So Catula leading, but his fuel is flashing. Skyjacker there, trying to fend off the lapped car of G Richards, but G Richards on his super soft, so he will be faster. And I imagine he would like to just get past these two, but not get involved in their fight. But Catula will be popping into the pits any minute now. We're on lap 47. We're 21, there you go. There goes Catula. Skyjacker staying out there while G Richards tries to unlap himself. And it looks like down the straight, he's going to get the opportunity. No, Skyjacker, yeah, Skyjacker I think may have, no, dearie me. G Richards tapped the wall, so Skyjacker maintains G Richards' lappedness. Skyjacker probably annoyed by this. He's probably just trying to get on with his race. And there you go. He's got through. So Racer Brown has also come into the pits, letting Legion move up into 2nd spot. Plenty of fuel in those Corvettes, with Gasman moving up into 3rd, but you know, only a lap or 2 away from a pit stop himself. Racer Brown fueling up. Alpha Nut fueling up. Homesick Alien, we know he's doing a lot of fuel saving today. He's going for long runs. He's moved himself back up into 4th, and there is our leader before his pit stops. Catula now up into 5th behind Homesick Alien. He looks a lot closer to the Alien than the last times around. And Catula, Racer Brown coming out of the pits in 6th, ahead of G Richards in 7th. Noxie, no, Noxie, I thought Noxie was moving up into 8th, but Alpha Nut maintaining 8th ahead of Noxie, with Dutch in 10th. So Skyjacker, plenty of fuel. He's got Legion chasing him down, but he's got a nice healthy lead on Legion. Legion's got the fastest lap with a 25.671. Gasman back into the pits. He's burning through his fuel today. Catula has got ahead of the Alien, but Catula might not be fuel saving at this point. We're into the 2nd half of the race, 23 minutes in this 40-minute race. So Catula may now be decided. No more fuel save, let's just crack on. Homesick Alien still going for those long runs. He's got Racer Brown chasing him down. And Skyjacker still got G Ritchie's right there to think about. Skyjacker just trying to do his run, give space. G Ritchie's on those super softs, and there he goes. He gets ahead of Skyjacker. I imagine Skyjacker would be grateful of the tow. In all fairness, he can save some fuel behind that if he can tow. There is Legion. Legion has burnt through his fuel, getting those fastest laps, trying to close that gap to Skyjacker. But Skyjacker's fuel has started flashing. I think Skyjacker went a lap longer last time. Legion has pulled into the pits, moving Catula up into second spot. Nearly. He's not quite there yet. I don't think Legion could short fuel. We know he doesn't change his tyres every pit, which is perfectly fine. There is Catula moving up into second spot. Skyjacker now pitting. Skyjacker pitting the lap after Legion, but Legion's still in those pits. He's coming out now. Coming out into 8th place, maybe, possibly, no, 4th place, sorry. And Skyjacker, a whole lap ahead, gone into the pits. That's confusing as hell. So Catula is in second spot. Whilst, well, he is now. He's now in first place with Skyjacker in the pits. Skyjacker, will he come out ahead of Legion? It says Legion's in third place. Where will it put Skyjacker? Skyjacker, he can't be still ahead of Catula. Wow, wowzer if he is. Catula, no, Catula just going past. Racer Brown also nipping past. Nippy Racer Brown. Skyjacker then just in front of Legion. Wow, Skyjacker has put more fuel in than Legion. There is a Racer Brown on half a tank, Catula on half a tank, so they will have to pit. Skyjacker losing the position to Legion. Legion moving up. Ahead is Corvette on Corvette action. Double your fancy. It looks good. Homesick Alien then on his long runs, half a tank fuel on those racing softs. Skyjacker, he's fuel saving. He's not chasing after Legion. Legion now seems like he's dropping the hammer after his pit stop. Just before his pit stop, he did some mighty laps. So there you see, your top three are Catula. Oh, Racer Brown's catch up. This is Mitsubishi on Mitsubishi action and Corvette on Corvette action. It is double your fancies today, ladies and gents. We're getting all the super action. So Racer Brown catching up with Catula. Similar fuel loads. And they're just coming up to what looks like the Mustang of G Ritchie's, I would say. Riches. Who we've seen. Oh, heavy on the brakes for Racer Brown there in the first corner. Down to third gear. Making his way up through the gears. Legion also not far behind. As you can see, Legion in the Corvette in second. So after nearly 27 minutes of racing here at the BB Raceway, we have a three-way battle for the lead. Unbelievable. Catula ahead of Racer Brown. There goes Legion. Legion trying to make a move up into second spot. First time racing with the VRC. And Art Legion from the Amigos Racing team has come on a very strong, very strong. Great stuff. We love it. We love a good strong contender. So Catula there leading still from Legion. There is Racer Brown down into third spot now. Skyjacker catching these guys up. Skyjacker in the vet. We've got a four-way battle. Unbelievable. After nearly 28 minutes of racing, you've got Catula just ahead of Legion. Legion going for that outside line. Is he going to flip it underneath? There is no room there. Catula's left no space on the inside of that corner, but Legion's going to go for it down the straight, under braking into the corner. And there you see, oh no, it's side by side. Catula making a better exit of the corner, staying ahead of Legion. Legion then, Skyjacker already ahead of Racer Brown. We think Racer Brown may have gone into some fuel save mode. Catula then still maintaining that lead, but Legion trying all he can. There he goes again. He's gone for the underside, and Catula couldn't defend in time. And has he lost the position? Legion there leading the way. Gasman back into the pits, lap 63, 28.5 minutes into this 40-minute race. Gasman on a mega sprint race he is on. Sprint pit. Catula going out really wide. Totally. Oh no, he's going into the pit. Sorry, that's confusing that. So Skyjacker, did he need the fuel then? He did need the fuel. So Legion, he's done the impossible. He got ahead of Catula before Catula's pit stop. Now he's ahead of Skyjacker, who was hunting Catula down. Homesick Alien on his long runs. He's up into third spot, but that's it about far. He was managing to take the lead of these racers, but now he's just managed to get this stint up into third. Alpha fuel is flashing. He's not too far behind the Alien. He'll be looking at the Alien spot. Catula coming out of the pits just behind G Richies. He's got half a tank of fuel. He's chasing down Alpha Nut. Oops, sorry, wrong button. And he's got about half a lap for him to get there. He's going to need a miracle, but Catula hunting him down now on the fresher rubber. Gasman, after his pit stops, not too far behind Catula. Not far at all. We're grabbing the toe off of Legion. Will help him along. Racer Brown, after his pit stops, comes out in 8th place with only 10 more minutes left of racing. Noxie in 9th. Ahead of, we've lost Dutch, and now Rivixter's car still broken at the side of the track. Legion leading from Skyjacker. There goes Homesick Alien. He's gone into the pits. Alpha following him in also. There's a battle between Homesick and Alien brewing for the rest of this race. G Richies, he moves up into third spot. He's got quarter of a tank of fuel. Catula chasing him down in 4th place. Catula has plenty of fuel to keep going. So Legion leading from Skyjacker. Skyjacker looks like, he's just tapped the wall, does not help, but he has saved a bit more fuel than Legion. We saw Skyjacker going a lap longer than Legion. Legion's fuels is flashing, but he's just gone past the pit entrance, so he's going to go around again. Skyjacker, still plenty of fuel left in that car. Richards now up into third with quarter of a tank of fuel. Looking good for Richards if this is the way it falls out after the pit stops before the finish. Catula there in 4th place. Will he be able to get back that lead? We saw Legion took it off him just before Catula's pit stop. There is Legion. He's come into the pits. He's changing tyres this time. Catula 4th on the track. He's just going around the first corner, so he's got a long way to go before he takes anything off of Legion. G Riches still carrying on there in third, just over. There you go. Yeah, Catula, he's coming around the start straight, but I think Legion started moving, hasn't he? Legion has started moving. It says Catula's third, but when Legion leaves the pit lane, he is in second spot. Oh shit, and another swear word. What's wrong with me today? So Legion taking second place. Catula not that far behind, but enough for it to be quite painful. G Richards just coming into the pits, moving Gasman up into 4th. Gasman on a quarter of a tank of fuel. So Skyjacker, his fuel is flashing. He is just gone round past the pit lane, so he's going around again. Legion in second spot on those racing soft tyres. Is that his last stop of the day? Can he make this car go? 7.5 minutes. Skyjacker also. Here he goes, there he goes. He goes into the pits. Legion then will take over the lead with Catula in second. It will be tight between Catula and Skyjacker, but now Catula is being raced by the Subaru of Gasman. Gasman fancying his chances, quarter of a tank of fuel. He's got a lot less fuel than the Mitsubishi, maybe a bit faster. Looks like he give the Mitsubishi a little bump draft there through that corner to help him out. Gasman then on super sprints today, seeing if this works out for him. He's going for the move on Catula up the inside, and he makes it stick. Brilliant stuff, Gasman. but he will be coming into the pits a lot sooner than Catula. Catula, half a tank of fuel. Homesick Alien back out there, back topped up. Racer Brown stuck behind the Alien. He wants to get through, but Racer Brown may be fuel saving. 25.9 last time from Racer Brown. Homesick Alien at 26.3. Gazman back into the pits, and Legion still out there ahead of Skyjacker. It's not too bad a distance, about a similar distance between the top three. Homesick Alien up to fourth. If this is how they cross the line, it's good. Racer Brown looking like he's going into a bit of a fuel save mode himself. His fastest lap today is a 25.7. His last lap, 26.1. Doesn't look like he's attacking the Alien too much, just sitting behind him. Getting a toe. Ooh, a bit of lag on the go there. Don't usually see those two suffer with that. Alphanaut then in 6th place, ahead of G Ritchie's. Catula back into the pits, but he didn't need the fuel. So, strategy. Legion staying out there though, 3/4 of a tank. There is Skyjacker. Closing down that gap, I'd say. It's a little bit smaller. Legion's last time around, 26.0. He's done 2 laps of 26.0. Skyjacker, 25.8, 25.9, so he's pulled in 3/10. Catula been into the pits. There is Homesick Alien still ahead of Racer Brown, and Racer Brown trying to go up the inside of the Mustang. Racer Brown fancies it's time to go, and he's up into 3rd. Homesick Alien in 4th, but Homesick Alien plenty of fuel, keeping that fuel going. Looked like a bit of smoke around G Ritchie's, I think, getting things wrong. And there is Catula after his pit stop in 5th place ahead of Alphanaut. Alphanaut getting lapped by Legion, but it's such a short track, it does really nothing with the pit stops and everything in it. Gazman though closing in on Alphanaut, maybe Alphanaut lifting a little to let the lead car through, and giving Gazman the opportunity to have a go at the back of the NSX. G Ritchie's back in 8th place. I don't know how close, there is a car in the distance, but I believe that is probably more like Skyjacker coming through the traffic. There, looked like, I thought, the Honda making a mistake, but no. Gazman is sitting there, and they're getting the blue flags for Skyjacker, making his way around on a little clip of the barrier. Alphanaut also getting the blue flags. Gazman, oh, I don't know, Gazman. It's a tricky one. Alpha could argue he was slowing down for the leaders. So interesting. Gazman up into 5th, but he's getting blue flags. Looks like Alpha definitely lifted to let Skyjacker through. Now Alpha fighting off G Ritchie's, and there you go. There's Gazman. Oh, and I don't know. I think Gazman gained a position there. Not to cast aspersions. It looks like Alpha now losing a spot to Ritchie's in the distance there. In his Mustang coming through. Trying to get Gazman also. Interesting one there with the lap car. I think Alpha lifted, in my opinion. I think Gazman, not meaning to, but has overtaken him. But in the meantime, G Ritchie's has come through, and now Gazman is in a pickle. So I imagine he would like to let Alpha have that spot back, but not let G Ritchie's have that spot back. That's surmising, I don't know, I might have misread the whole situation. Legion still leading, he's back into the 25s now. Skyjacker, yeah, I think Skyjacker, no, 25.8 from Skyjacker, so their lap times pretty much the same. Catula there in 3rd spot. He's got a Homesick Alien though for company. Homesick Alien just under half a tank of fuel. Catula just over a 1/4 of a tank of fuel. So Homesick Alien a little bit closer after this stint than the last stint. Gazman, we just saw him getting lapped by the leaders in 5th place ahead of G Ritchie's. Alphanaut down to 7th, who has now got Racer Brown. Racer Brown was just behind Homesick Alien. He doesn't look like he's fueled up. He did a 25.4 on lap 80. We're on lap 83 now, so not sure what's happened in Racer Brown's race. We've lost Rivixter and Dutch. And Now we've got Racer Brown in last place. It's an odd one. I'm trying to see if there's a 37-second lap on. Yeah, maybe he pitted, but he just doesn't seem to have a lot of fuel in there for someone who's pitted. Only 5 laps ago, unless he's just dropped the hammer and he's just gonna keep pitting. Who knows? Legion then, quarter of a tank of fuel, leading the way ahead of the Corvette of Skyjacker with Catula. Oh, Catula, did he just get... No, he was already ahead of Homesick. So Homesick Alien closing down on the Spaniard in these last couple of laps. Homesick Alien, maybe not fuel saving now, just push in. We're into the last minute of this race, so those that are tight on fuel, Skyjack has gone in in the 39th minute, so I suppose if you've got to go in, you've got to go in, but Skyjack are going to lose that second spot to Homesick and Catula. Catula's flashing as well, will he make it? He's got 30 seconds left. Legion, he's got plenty of fuel, he's going to come around. There's 30 seconds though, he's going to make the line, so Legion leading from... Skyjacker went in the pits, it must have been just for 1 lap of fuel. Catula, his fuel is flashing. Homesick Alien though has backed off a lot from Catula. Maybe Homesick making a mistake. Gasman there up into 5th place. G Richards in 6th, but he's on fumes. Racer Brown 7th, he's on fumes, and so is Alphanot. So Legion coming around, and the timer has run out now. Legion, hang on. Legion coming across the line in 1st place. Skyjacker coming to finish in 2nd. Catula already finishing 3rd and 4th. I'm going to pause that because I have no idea. Sorry. So Legion in... Oh God. Legion crossing the line in 1st place of our first 40-minute race. Means he'll be leading the rolling start. You have to imagine it's like a pace car in the middle of the race. So Legion will be leading the rolling start in the next race. Skyjacker in 2nd spot. Great race from Skyjacker. Needed to get a little bit extra fuel right at the end there, but it didn't really cost him anything. Catula in 3rd place, only just. No fuel on board. Homesick Alien, his fuel was flashing, but a bit more than Catula. I thought he was right on Catula's tail a couple of laps from the end. Gasman there, getting to 5th place in his Subaru. So yeah, and I've got better make a big deal. 2 American marquees, their first wins, I believe. Yeehaw! Yes, because we've had 2 wins for the Mitsubishis and 2 wins for Subaru in the first 4 rounds. So yes, the Americans finally take a victory in the Pacific Rim Championship and thumb their noses to the Japanese. Catula, top Jap runner in his Mitsubishi in 3rd place. Racer Brown, not a great first race for him. Homesick Alien in 4th. Gasman there in 5th. Racer Brown in 6th. Alphanut just about to cross the line in 7th. Where's... G Ritchie's must have run out of fuel. Poor soul. Poor soul. So Alphanut then crossing the line in 7th, and Ritchie's coming across in 8th. So a race of attrition. Lost 2 players, 2 sim racers during that, as we move quickly on to race 2 under a safety car, starting with a rolling start from the order we just saw him finish. I was having a sip. There we go. As you can see, they're getting ready to finish this race off. Points only awarded after the finishing positions of this race. Rivixter back in, and Joker's now joining us. He'll get half points like Catula has. So Catula be happy, be not the only one on different points to everyone. On the half points, I mean. So Legion ready to lead them away to see if he can do it all again in 40 minutes. I've lost track who's used super softs. I don't think it matters tyres today. I really don't. Homesick Alien there 4th. Gasman finishing 5th in the last race. Racer Brown 6th. Alphanut 7th. Richards in 8th. Ran out of fuel at the end there. Rivixter rejoining. getting his car fixed, back on the track, and Jokus in the Corvette there. 3 Corvettes today, and we've had 2 finish in first and second. And he's off and leading the way, Legion ahead of Skyjacker. What strategies will be used? Catula quite close. Is he burning fuel early doors to get track position? Will the 2 Corvettes stay ahead of the field? Homesick Alien in 4th. We saw him playing the long game. It did well for him. Did well, getting him ahead of a couple of places. Gazman there in 5th. He was doing super stints. And will we see more the same from him this time in this race? He's already in the purples, but everyone does on the second lap. There's Racer Brown in 6th, Alphanut in 7th, G Richards in 8th, 9th for Rivixter, and Jokus there just behind Rivixter in 10th. So Legion leading. He did the fastest lap on lap 2 with a 25.605. Skyjacker not far behind Catula there. We saw him all over the back of Skyjacker, but he's dropped behind a little bit. It's Homesick Alien who's under threat from Gazman. Gazman looking for a way past the Alien. Meanwhile, he's got to worry about Racer Brown, not too far behind. And there we see Gazman looking for a way. We know he's not fuel saving, or he wasn't fuel saving in the first race. So he'll be eager to get past the Alien, who we know heavily fuel saved in the first race, going the longest of anyone in that Mustang. So Legion leading the way, 26.0 ahead of Skyjacker, who did a 25.9. Their pace pretty much the same. No distance change between them. Cthulhu still keeping up with the Vets. Homesick Alien fending off Gazman for a lap or 2, but Gazman eager to get by in his Subaru. Top Subaru driver. Cthulhu taking over Mitsubishi's top driver today. It's usually this man, a Racer Brown. Usually makes that car sing so far, with 2 wins already this season under his belt. But looking like not much in this race for him today. Then Alphanut in 7th, being closely followed by G Ritchie's Mustang, looking a bit more lively here than it has done in recent races. So Ritchie's trying to get the move on Alphanut, but Alphanut keeping that inside line. G Ritchie's just scraping the wall. They're side by side. Alphanut on the inside. Can Alphanut swoop by? No, the Mustang just powers on by. Maybe Alphanut doing a little bit of fuel saving. Thinks it's handy. He can sit behind Mustang, grab a tow for a little bit. Rivixter there in 9th place ahead of Jokus. Jokus a 25.9. So he's on pace straight away. Legion though, 25.7 his last time around. Looks like he's edged Skyjacker a little bit. 26.0 from Skyjacker. They're both on racing softs. Catula there in 3rd place, pulling away from Gazman. Gazman has got ahead of the Alien, and Racer Brown chasing him down, looking to see if there's an opportunity for him also. Sat on board, we've got G Richards just behind us, not far. You can see G Ritchie's. G Richards and Alphanut just behind him. Whilst we're in the Mitsubishi, chasing down Homesick Alien. Remember, Homesick Alien was going for those long stints in the first race, so we assume as it got him up a couple of positions from where he started, we think he might be trying it again. It was a good tactic for him. I don't know if it's a winning tactic today. Those Corvettes do look like they are out of reach of these guys. Catula dropping back from the 2 Corvettes in the lead. Catula now, he's got a bit of a Gazman situation, but we know Gazman is really pushing the stints, not fuel saving today. He's trying to go super speed it, turbo it, bullet it around this track, get it over and done with as quickly as possible. It's 40 minutes, Gazman, no matter what. So Legion leading. He did a 25.8 his last time around, ahead of Skyjacker, 25.9. So Skyjacker matching matching Legion all the way. Legion has got a little bit more fuel than Skyjacker. Catula then in third, with the Gasman all over the back of him. 26-1 from Catula that time around. Gasman managing a 26-2. He's virtually used most of his fuel. Oh, it's not too bad. It's not that much difference from Catula's, really. So, the two Japanese marquees, Subaru and Mitsubishi, always seem to find each other. Always seem to have a battle. Good on them. Hey, that rivalry has boiled on for centuries. There is Gasman in the Subaru, but he's not the wall. And Catula also giving the wall a little tap, but has moved through. But his fuel has started flashing, so has Gasman's. We assume they're coming into the pits. What are the Corvettes looking like? About a quarter of a tank, so the Subaru and the Mitsubishi into the pits. Homesick Alien playing the long game, but he's got the other Mustang now right up his Jaxie, looking for a way past. Homesick Alien up into... oh gosh, that's not the right button, sorry guys. Up into third spot. He's got a Mustang up his rear, and that Mustang has got a Mitsubishi, sorry, I said it too quick and missed out the S. So Homesick Alien up into third place. It's American 1, American 2, American 3, even with G Richards getting past Homesick, because it's a Mustang. But there the Mitsubishi wants to spoil the party for the Yanks today. And Alphanut also just there, ready to rim an American. Whoa, what's that? That was Rivixter, I think, coming out of the pits, maybe? I'm not sure, but I just saw a black Subaru come flying across the road. So let's have a look at your order so far. Legion is leading, but his fuel has started flashing. Skyjacker, there, his fuel's virtually on the tip of nothingness. There is Richards, it's not started flashing yet. He's only just got past the Mustang of Homesick Alien, who has got quarter of a tank of fuel. He's doing the rabbit in the hare, no, not the rabbit, tortoise in the hare job today. David v Goliath, he's up to third, with Skyjacker pulling the trigger first on the pit stops. So Legion carrying on round there, with Richards into second spot, Homesick Alien up into third, Alphanut up into fourth. Legion's coming into the pits now. Racer Brown fifth, Gasman after his pit stop coming out in sixth, some way off of Racer Brown. He needs those guys to pit stop. There's Catula after his pits, behind Gasman. Jokus in ninth. Looks like he's not, he has pitted recently, but I don't think he changed his tyres. And Rivixter, yeah, we saw him coming out of the pits. He's put the Super Softs on. So G Richards leads the race, his first race. Is he officially led? He hasn't crossed the finish line, has he? Oh, maybe he has, yeah, of course. Well, G Richards nearly led a lap for the VRC. There comes Homesick Alien. He's coming around. Someone ghosted in front of him. Oh, that's Jokus, sorry. Jokus must be getting lapped, I'm guessing. Maybe. Well, yeah, Homesick Alien's leading. So, but Homesick Alien's fuel has started flashing. Racer Brown, he's playing the long game. He's matching Homesick Alien's strategy. Skyjacker came out ahead of Legion, but Legion put more fuel in. Skyjacker didn't change his pits. It's reverses, because we saw Legion do that in the first race, come in, not change tyres, and short fuel a little bit. But Skyjacker this time fancying his chances on them that old rubber, taking it out for another stint. Legion in third, Gasman then in fourth. We've got Racer Brown pitting, not being able to go as long as the Alien. The Alien going past the pits again, going deep into this race. It's nearly 9.5 minutes. Not quite yet, I'll tell you when. It's nearly not yet, but now. So 9.5 minutes into this race, I don't know. Homesick Alien leading, but there he goes. He goes into the pit. So Skyjacker set to take the lead, but oh my word, look at this. Look at this, eh? Corvette on Corvette. You love it. I know you love it. So here we are, Skyjacker ahead. Oh no, why has he done that? There we go, because they've gone ahead of him. So Skyjacker ahead of Legion, the Corvette v Corvette. Legion getting a small tow. I don't know if you can get a tow around this track. Let's get in the zone with Legion, although Legion may just be doing a bit of fuel saving, sitting behind Skyjacker. We're only 10 minutes into this 40-minute race. Still 30 minutes left of racing here at this oval. The BB Raceway, round 5 of the Pacific Rim Championship. And you've got to say, it's an American 1-2 so far, and it's looking very good to finish that way. Corvette, I think, may win this race, but which Corvette will it be? Will it be Legion's on his first outing with the Virtual Racers Club? Will it be Skyjacker, who's been threatening? There goes Legion, he's gone for the under, and he's taken that position away from Skyjacker. Great stuff at 26.4, 26.5 from Skyjacker these last few laps. Legion matching his laps, but I think now Legion deciding he's saved enough fuel and he's ready to go. So Legion are dropping the hammer on lap 25. Just 11 minutes into this race. Skyjacker in second. Gasman very close, very, very close. Was Gasman, sorry, I was going to call him Jackman. But Gasman there's no reason for Jackman because of Skyjacker, I think. I've got Skyjacker and Gasman amalgamated together and wanted to call him Jackman. So Wolverine pitting in 4th place. He's on some fast stints today. Legion leading after we saw him following the other Corvette, maybe fuel saving. He's got a lovely design on that car. I really do like it. Gridfinder, one of our very close friends. So Skyjacker in a second spot in his monster Corvette, hunting down Legion. Catula now up into 3rd after Gasman's pit stop. G Riches up to 4th, doing a very fine job in that Mustang. Can he make the fuel last for the whole race this time? Alphanut up into 5th, plenty of fuel on that car. There is Racer Brown, he's got himself ahead of the Alien. After all the pit stops, the Alien's got a little bit more fuel than Racer Brown's Mitsubishi. Skyjacker back into the pits. Those tyres, oh, it's not worked for him. He's not happy with the tyres. 26.4 the last time around. So that extends Legion's move. It puts Catula up ahead, but Catula, he's also burning through that fuel rather quick. G Richards got half a tank of fuel. He's moved ahead of Skyjacker. This is very unusual. So Alphanut there in 4th spot. Racer Brown moving up into 5th. Skyjacker's giving himself an absolute mountain to climb. He only had half the fuel. It looks like it was for tyres. There goes Catula. We said he needed to pit. Legion still with that half tank of fuel. Maybe he's a bit confused as well by Skyjacker's tactic. Maybe he's thinking, ooh, what's going on here? G Richies up into 2nd place. Great stuff there. A little bit more fuel than Legion. Alphanut there moving into 3rd place. Racer Brown up into 4th. Homesick Alien in 5th. There is Skyjacker. He's put the super softs on. He's fueled right up. This man is going now. Skyjacker, oh, ironically, in the chat, whilst you've confused me with your tactics in race 2 on lap 30 with a short shift, I guess your tyres weren't feeling great. That's what my guess was. And now he's popped up in the chat saying, morning, bud. Hello, Skyjacker. So there is Skyjacker. He has pitted. He's put the super softs on. He's topped up. He's out ahead of Gasman and Catula. So that's good. Oh, Catula, Gasman. Oh, he's gone ghosted. I'm guessing Ghosted's on for being lapped. So it looks like Legion has caught Gasman up. And he's looking to get past the Subaru. Well done there for Legion, up past Gasman already. Riches up into 2nd spots. Yeah, I noticed you didn't change them on your first pit stop before you'd done that on purpose to get a jump on Legion. Morning. So Legion leading, because Legion didn't change tyres in one of his first race pit stops. So Legion leading. Riches in 2nd, Alphanut there, great stuff up into 3rd place. Racer Brown, we saw him racing Homesick Alien. He's dropped Homesick Alien, but Homesick Alien playing the long game today, really doing some great fuel saving. Where will it end him? We're coming up to 15 minutes into this race. Only 25 minutes to go of this exciting racing at the BB Raceway for the Pacific Rim Championship, the one where the Yanks strike back. Or will they? So far looking good for the American marquee. First and second spot. You have to look all the way down to third place to see a Japanese manufacturer, and it's an Honda of all cars. So Legion coming into the pits. That means Richards. Will he come around to lead his first? Well, I think he led for a lap at least in the first race, but here he comes. Let's make it official. G Richards, you may have already led for a lap, but there you go again. Super duper. G Richards in his first race, like Legion, leading a Virtual Racers Club race. That's how you do it. You go to our website, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk. You click on join our community, you come to our Discord, you sign up for a race, and your first race, you're leading. What a feeling. G Richards feels like $1 million right now in his Ford Mustang, lording it around the BB Raceway. Hey, check it out. Oh, Skyjacker said he didn't leave the tyres on purpose. It was an accident, annoyingly. Oh, what a shame, what a shame. Hopefully, though, you came out ahead of... You're out ahead of Legion. Sorry, I wasn't keeping an eye on that. Legion, he made his stop, put his super softs on. I thought with Skyjacker's early pit stop, Legion would have come out in front of him, but no. So far, not too bad. He's catching up with the Alien, who's stuck behind. Oh, has Alphanut suddenly got into some serious fuel save? Because he's got a Racer Brown and a Homesick Alien all bunched up behind him. Homesick Alien, we know, is on mega fuel save. He's got over a quarter of a tank of fuel. Racer Brown just under a quarter of a tank of fuel, and Alphanut needing a pit stop, but not this time around. Maybe he's going to save it. G Richards still leading, but he's got that fuel flashing away, so I guess he will be disappearing into the pit lane. There he goes. We expect Alphanut the next time around. He's virtually there to dip into the pit lane also. No, he's going for another lap of this. Racer Brown frustrated sitting there. Homesick Alien in third spot now, chasing these two down. But we know he is he's going like nearly 10-minute stints. I think the shortest stint is about 6 minutes, what Gazman's been doing. And the Homesick Alien, it worked for him. It got him up a couple of positions in the first race. There you go. There is Alphanut as predicted. At some point, he was going to pit. And just now, Homesick Alien, if we look behind, there we can see the monster Corvette of Skyjacker. Trying to save his race after forgetting to change tyres on his first pit stop. He's looking to make a move up the inside of Homesick Alien. Gazman also dropping into the pits. Alphanut virtually filled his car up now, and he's on the move in 8th place. There is Gazman. So Jokus up into 7th. Sorry, didn't get out of that. Jokus, we haven't been looking at the back too much. G Richards after his pit stop in 6th. There is Alphanut in 7th. Racer Brown, so Racer Brown, his fuel is flashing, he's leading the way. Homesick Alien in 2nd, not very far away. He's got just under a quarter of a tank of fuel. There is the Corvette of Skyjacker. Skyjacker, oh no, that's Racer Brown coming into the pit. Skyjacker has got his hands full with Legion. Legion all over the back of the Vet. Vet on Vet action whilst the Tang is in front. It's an American celebration right now in the streets of Japan. America come here and they conquer. Finally, took 5 rounds. Daniel Bunyard in the chat saying a good morning. Hi guys. What is it, Wednesday today, I believe? Hello, happy Wednesday guys. Skyjacker taking the lead of the race off of Homesick Alien. There goes Legion. They're both going past the Alien. Either side now, Legion is in the lead. Legion is in the lead of this race. We are nearly 20 minutes in, and now Homesick Alien down to 3rd, Skyjacker in 2nd. Legion is in 1st. My gosh, this is racing. So Legion then dropping the hammer again. Before his pit stop, he has got half a tank of fuel. Skyjacker is now flashing with fuel. He needs to pit. So does Homesick Alien. So Skyjacker and the Alien similar fuel load. Skyjacker lifting maybe a little bit to get it back to the pit lane. Whilst Homesick Alien, he's there, he's got in. No, Skyjacker going round again. He's going around again. He's daring it with that fuel tank whilst Homesick Alien comes into the pits. But now does Catula needs to come into the pits. Catula, so G. Richards, we saw him, he was leading the race earlier on. He's got 3/4 of a tank of fuel and he's up into 3rd place. What a great race for G. Richards. This is fantastic stuff. Art Legion, half a tank of fuel, leading the way on the super soft tyres, just lapping Jokers, the other Corvette. There goes Skyjacker. We saw his fuel was flashing. Man alive, he only just made that. Let's have a look at the numbers. 0% when he got to his pit lane. He must have just rolled up to that pit lane. G. Richards then set to take over 2nd place. Has G. Richards done the silent assassin thing and just come through without anyone noticing to take a podium position? Gasman up into 4th behind Racer Brown. Racer Brown up into 3rd. Legion is into the pits with 1/4 of a tank of fuel. G. Richards then set to retake the lead of this race. Could it be? G. Richards could be there at the end. We're over halfway now. We're 21 minutes into this race. And G. Richards there set to come around, take the position as Art Legion fills up. Gasman there in 3rd. He's got himself ahead of Racer Brown. Gasman. But we do know Gasman is bulleting it today. He is not hanging around. There is no fuel conservation in that Subaru. Subaru decided, let's see how much fuel we can burn in the chats. Racer Brown says morning bud to Daniel Bunyard, and Daniel Bunyard says sorry, missed this one due to work. Oh, is that Bunny? Oh, that makes sense, Bunyard. Yeah, looked good commentary, on point again. Well done, mate. Oh, thank you, mate. Cheers. I love it. I love a little bit of flattery. Woo. I'm going to say Bunny's brilliant next time he's out racing. So G. Richards is leading the way. This is amazing stuff. Recently joined the club. He was very excited about going out there and racing, and he's having a fantastic race so far. Legion then out of the pits into 2nd. Gasman there 3rd, but his fuel is low. Racer Brown, ooh, he's just under 3/4 of a tank of fuel. He's in a good solid position. There is Alphanut just ahead of the Alien, and Skyjacker catching them both up. Skyjacker be on a big push at the moment. He won't want to be seeing this in front of him. So sitting from Alphanut's car, looking backwards, he's got 1/2 a tank of fuel. Gasman in the pits again. Whilst we're sitting on board, moving up into a 4th place for Alphanut with the Alien. We know the Alien on his long stints today. He'll not be coming back in until the 30-minute mark. Skyjacker just tucked up behind the Alien, them two pitted around the same time. Maybe Skyjacker is going to go for the long stints as well to finish off this race. He should have a 2nd spot at least here, Skyjacker, even with the pit stop faux pas. Are they going to go for? They're going to go by us side by side. Beautiful shot of the Ben & Jerry's NASCAR style Mustang around here at the Japanese Oval. Corvette and the Mustang side by side. It is an American fest happening behind the Honda. Beautiful stuff. Alphanut looking in his rearview mirror, thinking, yes, carry on, boys, crack on, keep fighting each other for position. Under braking though, there's American cars close up to Alphanut. There he goes, pulling away. In a fantastic 4th place, 1/2 a tank of fuel. So G. Richards there, 3/4 of a tank, well, 3/4, just over 1/4 of a tank of fuel. We're on lap 54, 24 minutes into this race. Legion in 2nd place, hunting him down, the leader for most way of this race, the 33 car, chasing down back for that lead from G. Richards. Racer Brown managing to get a temporary podium position at the moment, but Skyjacker could have his name all over it. Catula was up there. I don't know where Catula's dropped behind a little bit in this race. We haven't seen him feature much up at the front end. I honestly thought our final 3 would look like Legion, Skyjacker and Catula, but I'm thinking Homesick Alien might do, or even G. Richards might just get that 3rd spot. G. Richards still out there doing a fantastic job. In second spot, Legion. Hunting him down, I'm guessing fuel saving. 25.7s though, it's very fast. Look at it. Very precise laps from Legion there. They're 25.7s for the last 6 laps. That's amazing. That's amazing. And the 25.6. Ah, you ruined it. You went a bit too quick. So G Riches still out there. He's doing 26.0s at the moment. So Legion a little bit faster than G Riches, but G Riches might be trying to eke his fuel out. Oh, he's going in then, but not quite yet. Racer Brown there in third, just over a quarter of a tank of fuel, similar to Alphanut. Alphanut looks like he's got Skyjacker. We've missed action there. Skyjacker bitten the bullet, got himself ahead of Homesick Alien and Alpha, and now he is chasing down that podium position that we think he's going to end up in. There's Catula. He's on quarter of a tank of fuel, same as Alphanut. Homesick Alien on half a tank of fuel. Skyjack also Homesick Alien. I think maybe Alphanut's starting to fuel save. He's dropped behind the 2 American cars. The last time around for Skyjacker at 26.3, Homesick Alien at 26.2, 26.9 from Alphanut. So we think Alphanut going into a fuel save stage of his race before the pit stop. And now Skyjacker 25.9 straight away. Legion then retaking the lead of this race as G Riches goes in to pit. Racer Brown then moving around up into second spot. Cheeky stuff from Racer Brown if he's going to nip himself into the podium here. He didn't look like he was figuring earlier in this race. And now look at him. He's up there for sure. Skyjacker back into a podium position. There goes Legion into the pits, pulling in, and Racer Brown coming around. He's staying out there. He's still got a bit of fuel to go. Skyjacker going to be nip and tuck between him and Legion. No, Legion dropping down. He's still fueling up. Skyjacker, quarter of a tank of fuel. 13 minutes left of racing, just under 13 minutes left of racing. We think the longest they can make a fuel tank last is about 10 laps. Alphanut up into 4th, he's still making fuel last. He's got to pit on this next lap, surely. Legion back out of the pits behind Alphanut. And Alphanut, yes, coming in, as we assumed. So Racer Brown also will be coming in very soon. His fuel is flashing. Skyjacker will be leading the race, but he's only got a quarter of a tank of fuel. Homesick Alien, a quarter of a tank of fuel. We're assuming them 2 are going to come in at the 30-minute mark. Legion are just pit in, so I'm imagining he's going to gun it for a stint, maybe, because he's, I don't know, he can't make that fuel last 30 minutes, especially getting purples. So maybe Legion deciding to gun it for the rest of the race. There is Racer Brown still out there, still going around. 26.6 last time around for him. Skyjacker at 26.3, Homesick Alien at 26.0. Homesick Alien closing down on Skyjacker. There goes Racer Brown. He's finally gone into the pits with a Skyjacker taking the lead of the race, but his fuel's going to be flashing also soon. And there is Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien is still a little bit more fuel than Skyjacker. There is Legion, all back up into 3rd place with plenty of fuel. And G Riches there in 4th. He's having a great race, this G Riches. Well done. Gasman in 5th. Like I said, he's been sprinting all the way. It's okay, but it's not enough for a fight for the lead. I think that many visits to the pit stop. There is Racer Brown coming back out of the pits ahead of Alphanut. Not far ahead of Alpha. Alpha, short field though, only half a tank of fuel. And Racer Brown, he's topped up. Maybe he's going to try and take that to the end of this race. Skyjacker pitting. Skyjacker pitting, so Homesick Alien retakes the lead of this. I wouldn't even like to guess how many people have led these races. There's got to be loads of them. Catula's led, Skyjacker's led, Legion's led, G Riches has led, Homesick Alien has led, I think Gasman's led at some point. So that's 6, I can think, just off the bat. So Homesick Alien's fuel is really low. Legion in 2nd spot, ready to take that place. G Richards, he's on a 3rd place. He's got plenty of fuel. I don't know if he's going to make that last till the end of the race. He's got Racer Brown with a little bit more fuel on board. Skyjacker coming out. He's only gone for 3/4. He's gone for a 2-stopper. He's having a fight with Alphanot. Alphanot there, getting past the Honda on the Corvette. But the Corvette, it's got to get used to brand new tyres. Homesick Alien finally coming in, so Legion retakes the lead of this race 30 minutes in. G Riches, he's going to come and take a second spot. The Mustang on Mustang. Whilst that Mustang gets filled up, that Mustang will take its place. Great stuff, G Riches. Not enough for the whole race though, but similar fuel load to Skyjacker, I think. It's, yeah, a little less, maybe. Alphanot then, we know he's on a sprint at the moment. That was probably why he raced Skyjacker so hard, because he knows Skyjacker probably trying to fuel save. And Alphanot deciding he is not for the rest of this race. Homesick Alien, another 10-minute stint. He's had the patience of a saint today, has Homesick Alien. He's stuck to his plan, and it will be interesting to see what position he'll get out of it. Catula, a strange race. He was up there. I think he's sprinted a little bit more, done a couple more pit stops, and it's cost him a little bit today. He's just racing Gazman. Morning, dude. That's the kids. Everyone's awake now in our house. How long have we got left of racing? 10 minutes. So, fantastic race. What's happening further down? I haven't really been keeping that eye. There's Gazman in 8th. We've seen he's been doing some mad stints. It's been getting him up to about 5th place after everyone pits. Don't know where he's going to end up after all. There is Jokus. We've not noticed Jokus. He's got good pace in that Corvette. He came in halfway through in the second race. It's always hard to join in when everyone's already done a stint. So Legion did a 25.683 last time round. He's just over a quarter of a tank of fuel. We've got 8 minutes left of racing here at the BB Raceway for round 5 of the Pacific Rim Championship. I think this is the last of the Japanese tracks. The next half of the season we'll be moving on to the American tracks. G Ritchie's there in second spot. Only half a tank of fuel with 7.5 minutes to go. Racer Brown, wow, I don't know, I can't call this, I really can't. Alpha will have to pit. Skyjacker, I'm not sure, what do you want? Okay, thank you, dude. So Skyjacker in 5th. Alphanot gonna be pitting imminently for his last pit of the day. Homesick Alien, he's got a little bit more fuel. Well, half a tank, well, a quarter of a tank more than Skyjacker. This is more like a game of chess than it is a race. My word, I'm doing way too much thinking. What is this? I usually just like to say, oh, he's overtaken him, oh, he's done this, he's done that, but this is, I'm having to actually think about it. Skyjacker coming in. Skyjacker was not enough fuel. He's come in for a little splash to get him to the end. Catula moving up into 5th, but Catula, he has to make a pit stop before the end of this race. He's going around again though to try and get as much as he can. So there is Legion. Legion also definitely going to have to pit before the end of this race. G Riches, quarter of a tank of fuel. It's not going to make it. Racer Brown though. Racer Brown is a big question. No, there's no way. There's no way Racer Brown, he's got to go around a whole lap before he can come back. I'm in everyone's way. They're all trying to have their breakfast and I'm sprawled across the dining room table with everything. Sorry guys. So G Riches leads again. I think Zach's put that down. So G Riches leads again with Racer Brown in. No, Legion has come out of the pits in second spot ahead of Racer Brown. Racer Brown half a tank of fuel. We've only got roughly 5.5 minutes left of racing. Homesick Alien is in 4th spot. He looks like he's got plenty of fuel. He's put the super softs on to end with. Is he going to let himself go a little bit faster, or is he going to maintain that pace? I suppose he's going to see in the last minute or so how much fuel he's got to how fast he can go. So G Riches, he's there, less than quarter of a tank of fuel. We're coming up to the 5-minute left mark. So Legion in second spot. He's been in, he's just had a little top up of fuel. Is that enough to get him to the end? Looks like he's coming up to lap Skyjacker, is it? I thought that was Skyjacker ahead of Legion. Maybe not. It is. So Skyjacker in 5th place. Looks like he's going to get lapped by the leader. That is a real surprise. He was right behind that leader, not that far away. So Ritchie's fuel's flashing. He's not going to win it today, boys, but wow, what a crack he had at it. Then we have Legion in 2nd place, just lapping 5th position now. G Ritchie's into the pits. Racer Brown, he's going to move up into 3rd place. It looks like he's not even using fuel. This is amazing stuff from Racer Brown. He's done it again. He's done it again. He looked like he was nowhere. He's moved himself up into 2nd spot. Can Homesick Alien consolidate a podium position here? Racer Brown really ruining the Americans' day, I've got to say, again. In the Mitsubishi, we could have had an all-American podium, but the Mitsubishi driver, and I guess championship leader, getting himself involved. There is Homesick Alien in 3rd. We doubt these guys are going to pit again. G Ritchie's in 4th. He's probably put a little bit too much fuel in that. Skyjacker down in 5th, I think. Wow. I think with the mistake on the tyres and I don't know, and an early pit stop, he had to stop just to put a few laps in. Maybe he has really hurt his chances in this race of a podium. He's dropped down into 5th position. Alphanut in 6th on the super soft tyres. He's oh, I don't know, we've only got 3 minutes left of racing. I don't know if Alphanut could catch up Skyjacker at this point. Katula in 7th, that's a surprise. He was up there racing them. Legion coming back in, he needs a little spill. No, Racer Brown cannot win this race. I don't believe it. Come on, Legion. Come on, Legion. I've got nothing against Racer Brown, but I think Legion's got out ahead of him. I just want an American car to win a Pacific Rim Championship, and then it's done. So there you go, Legion out ahead of Racer Brown. Wow, it was close. Racer Brown, he had a bit of excess fuel in there. He might have been able to go a few laps quicker, and maybe just got ahead of Legion, who's out with half a tank of fuel, ahead of Racer Brown in 2nd spot. Homesick Alien in the Mustang. Homesick Alien, I think he's happy with his fuel. He looks like he's dropping the hammer in this last 2 minutes of the race. He's trying to catch up. Racer Brown at 26.0 last time for Homesick Alien. Racer Brown there at 26.4. So Racer Brown heavily fuel saving. Oh, they weren't meant to have breakfast because my dad's bringing McDonald's. It all happened too quick, sorry. Legion then leading 25.8, but he has got the fastest lap of the race with a 25.407. Racer Brown in 2nd spot, but he's got the Mustang of Homesick Alien closing down quickly. Mustang Sally. I mean, Homesick Alien. It's 26.1 his last time around. 26.0 for Racer Brown. So Racer Brown starting to drop the hammer. He's feeling the pressure. We're up into nearly the last minute of racing. There is G Ritchie's, a great showing for his first time out. With the VRC up into 4th position ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker could have got a podium today, I think. Could have got a podium, possibly. 6th place there for Alphanut. We're into our last minute. There is Katula in 7th spot. Gazman there in 8th. The sprints didn't work today, unfortunately, and Joker's down into 9th, dropping in halfway through. So Legion then in our last minute of racing, flying around, just going across for his 88th lap. Will we get 90? Because it's less than 30 seconds. I didn't look at how many laps the first race was, if you think I would. So Legion's fuel just flashing. Racer Brown, he got that pace up to stay ahead of the Alien. He was a bit slower the last time around than the Alien. The Alien trying to close down. G Ritchie's in a 4th spot. Yeah, he's quite a way behind the Alien. Skyjacker there in 5th. Alphanut, there's no one really that close together. Catula, Gazman in Jokus. We're looking for Legion. We've gone past the 40-minute mark. Richards has finished, so I'm going to have to pause it pretty early, I'm afraid. Skyjacker finishing in 5th. There goes Legion across to take the win. Congratulations, Racer Brown. He's just coming around ahead of the alien. Oh, he's done. No, has he done? Has he run out of fuel? Sorry. No, I want to talk to you. Hang on. He's coming around. I don't know. It looks like him and Alien are slow. They must have finished. I've got to pause it. I don't know why it hasn't given them flags yet, but they look like they're coming around slow. All right, and good. Have a nice day at work. I love you lots. See ya. So Legion definitely won it. I'm confused with the Racer Brown and Homesick Alien. They're acting like they've finished. No, there's the line, but they're both ghosted for some reason. Is it because they're getting lapped? But everyone else has finished, so I can't wait. So there you go. That is your finishing position. Sorry for the confusion at the end there. I just got confused because Racer Brown and Homesick didn't have flags, but they looked like they were finished. But I think they're ghosted because of getting lapped, maybe. Who knows? But I'll tell you what, your finishing positions, they both ran out of what, fuel? Maybe. Yeah, they did. Look at that. Homesick Alien. Thank God Richie's finished when he finished then. Because you both would have been under threat and Richie's would have got his first podium. There you go then. These are your finishing positions. Sorry for the confusion. Yeah, they both ran out of fuel. There you go. So, oh, Legion's not on here. I've got to write a new name in. Legion on round 5 takes the win. First American marquee to take the win. Racer Brown in 2nd spot and out of fuel in that Mitsubishi. Still Racer Brown, a great season. First, 2nd, 1st, did not start, and now a 2nd. It's looking good for a championship. There is Homesick Alien, another podium following Suzuka. He's had a 3rd, a 4th and a 3rd these last 3 races. G. Richies, another new joiner. Riches, G. Riches. He gets a fine 4th place in his first outing with the VRC. In 5th place, we have Skyjacker. Oh, thought it was a podium on for Skyjacker today. Got a feel for him. That's his 3rd, 5th in a row. He is ready for a podium. There is Alphanut in 6th place. He was racy today, but just couldn't get the positions. He got a great 2nd spot last time out. Great podium for him the last time around, but 6th place he's going to have to deal with today. Catula in 7th. It looked like he was up there fighting for a podium, and he's got a set of 7ths and 8ths so far this season. In 8th place, Gazman, he's had 3 podiums at the beginning of the season, but this last 2 races, 6th and 8th for him. He'll be wanting to get back onto his championship boost. And there we see Jokus in 9th place. He had to join halfway through, so it's hard to get up to pace. Rivixter, well, he started, didn't he? But he looks like he disappeared, so a DNF for Rivixter, unfortunately. Dutch got a DNF. Noxie, a DNS. Nude Leicester, a DNS, but I don't know if Nude Leicester's coming back. He only raced that one race. Shadow Rider, a DNS. And Boosted Alpha, I think, has left, and Bunny couldn't make it, he said, because of work. That was round 5 of your Pacific Rim Championship at the BB Raceway. Sorry for any confusion I've caused. It's it was a confusing race. It was like a chess game rather than a race. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club. I'll catch you next time. I believe it might be for the GTMC, so keep your eyes open for that. And I was your commentator and broadcaster, Harry Ascrack. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the flip side. Down with it, yee! See you later, guys. Have a good one. Be nice to each other. Cheerio!